In Canada, it's called Boxing Day, and in other places too. Joy was just commenting to me this morning if Boxing Day was as big a holiday as it used to be. And I said, I don't know, because I didn't grow up with that growing up in the States. But that's not what I want to talk about. Today, I want to talk about discover. Now, I discovered this morning as I woke up that I'm not quite over this cold that I have. That wasn't fun. I discovered that I was so excited this morning about a call that I had first thing that I could hardly stand it. I got on a call with three really powerful people who are discovering something about themselves. They're discovering something about their gifts. They're discovering ways that they're going to use those gifts to bless the lives of others. And you know what? All of life is about discovery. From the moment we're born and we breathe our first air, we discover what it feels like to breathe, and then to cry, and then to have a wet diaper or whatever it is. And then we discover how to walk, and then we discover how to be hungry and how to eat and how to make a mess all over our face. And this guy here in the picture, he's discovering, he's out on a journey of discovery, which is why I used this background this morning. The road to 50 million is just my trip this year till between now and October 14th to help 50 million people to discover their gifts and then to make a choice to serve with them. I'd like to help you discover your gifts, and maybe you know what they are already. If you do, would you write down what they are in the comments? What are your gifts? And the second comment I'd like you to make is, how are you using these gifts to bless people around you? Because gifts aren't any good if we just keep them. Like, you might get a big piece of chocolate for Christmas, but if you don't share it, it's not as much fun. Sharing it is always more fun. And so sharing our gifts are the same. So how do you discover your gifts? Well, there's lots of books out there. There's a book out called The Passion Test. And the lady that wrote that, she was a speaker at an event I was at many years ago, and I volunteered and happened to be the person that she called up on stage to do the passion test live and in person in public. Janet Atwood, I think, is her name. But anyway, it was a fun experience, and it was a little surprising, and certainly surprising for the audience, because the things that I ended up with, I don't think were what she expected or the audience expected, but that's okay. That was just me. The key here is, do you know what your gifts are? Because we, you and me, we're here in this world, in this mortal experience, whether we're carrying a backpack and climbing Mount, I don't know, whatever, Kilimanjaro or Mount Everest, whether we're doing that or we're just sitting in front of a computer like I am right now with lots of stuff on tap to do today, all that I want to do. Life is a discovery process. And I'm going to invite you on a particular discovery trip with me. Are you willing to discover what your gifts are? The gifts that you are given to navigate this life and to serve, because you and I, we were put here to love and serve each other. Now, you can disagree with that, but we all know that life is most fun when we're in community, when we're loving and we're serving those around us. Nothing feels better than that. We feel most appreciated and wanted, and we have the opportunity to give and receive love when we are in service. And that is a fabulous thing. And we were given the gifts that we have so that we could do that effectively. And everybody has one or more, probably many gifts. The key is to discover what they are and then to develop them. And we'll talk about the development later on another video, maybe tomorrow. But today I want to talk about the journey of discovery. The journey of discovery. I know so many people, and maybe I know so many because I used to be one, who just downplayed gifts. I used to believe that I was terrible, and so I didn't think I had anything worth doing. I wasn't important, and I spent my life clamoring for attention, trying to get acknowledgement, trying to be important. I had M cubed, right? I did things to make me matter. Everything I did was somehow I was trying to matter. And that was so counterproductive, so backwards, because when I changed it from make me matter to help you succeed or help you win, two things happened. I ended up feeling good, and I ended up doing a lot more good in the world. All the stuff I did to make me matter, maybe I did some good, maybe I didn't. But that, because it wasn't the focus, it didn't ever last or didn't amount to much. So if I change, if you change, if we change our goal from make me matter, make me important, make me feel good, make me anything, right? To how do I help you win? I'd like your help in answering that question, because my goal of 50 million is going to be a hard thing for me to do, or maybe it'll be easy. I don't know. But I'm committed to do whatever I have to, whatever is required to get there. I want to help you discover your gifts if you don't already know what they are. And if you know what they are, I want to help you amplify, magnify, choose to use and serve and bless and lift and love. That's what I want to do. And I want to do that. That's it. I'm doing one thing for an entire year. Imagine that. I'm only going to do one thing. First breath in the morning, how do I help somebody today? First breath in the morning, how do I help somebody discover and serve with their gifts? Last breath at night, what did I do today to help someone discover and serve with their gifts? That might seem silly, but that's all I'm doing. First breath to last every day, and I'd like to help you. So if you know what your gifts are, please put them in a comment. If you don't, please put that in there too. If you're already serving with your gifts, I'd love to know how and what you're doing with that. If you'd like help discovering gifts and overcoming at least the problem I had, which is I don't think I have any, I'm not worth anything, then I'd like you to tell me too, because my goal is to help you do that. Now, one of the corollaries that we hear all the time in these days, I just looked on Amazon and I can't even count the number of books that are, you can do what you love and create money. You can do what you love and turn it into a business. Do what you love and the money will follow. Serve isn't the word mostly used, but it's use your gifts to make a business or make cash. And somehow most of it's tied to making money. Now, we all need to make money and we all need to eat and we all need to provide for ourselves and those around us. We do, right? That's easier than I ever thought it was. I used to think that was so hard and that no matter what I did, it wasn't going to be, much. And I looked at people that had a lot and, envy and wanted all that stuff. Oh, what an unending swamp that turned out to be, at least for me. I found that joy, like literally daily excitement and joy, is on another road. It isn't on the road of gimme, I need, I want. I never found it there. And I went pretty far down that road in my career as an executive. I created a lot of big success, made a lot of money. Now in the comments, I put a link to a book, and the book's called The Results Equation. And that's a book that I wrote about how to make anything happen that you want to have happen. It's called The Results Equation: From Dream to Done in 5 Steps. And that includes finding your talents. That includes serving with your talents. So the meeting that I had this morning that I referred to was so much fun because one of the people on there, she has a process to help people map out their lives, to create a map of strengths and allies and opportunities and just lots of other things that I won't even pretend to describe. But it's a fabulous, well thought out, well crafted tool to help people make the most of their lives and express themselves fully and show up fully as a complete person. There was another man there who has a beautiful philosophy about just moving forward as you are, where you are, and trusting that the universe is structured in a way that either from inside of us or right available to us, all that we need is there. And then there was another woman who has more experience teaching seminars and classes than I'll ever have. And she is one of the most spontaneous, fun-loving, capable, live-in-the-moment people that I know. Each of those people are in the process of creating products because all three of those folks are intended on not only loving and serving people around them, but they're intent on creating some business opportunities for themselves. And you know what? One of the things that used to have me be stuck all the time was this idea of that spiritual stuff should be free. Well, it says in the scriptures a lot, buy milk and meat without money and without price. Your internal relationship with the divine is something you can develop without paying any money. But you know what? I can also walk without shoes, and I can walk everywhere instead of having a car. But I don't. I buy shoes. And in fact, I have several. In fact, my wife sometimes gets after me because I found a brand that I really like called Hoka. And they're very comfortable. And I love them, this particular style they have. And so I have 3 or 4 of them because I like them to look different and to have some fun. And so even though I could walk without shoes, I buy them. We can develop our spiritual being without paying anything. But if I had tried to do that, I would have failed because I kept getting stuck around the stories of I'm not good enough. So I hired coaches and I went to see therapists and I did a lot of things that cost money because it helped me do it faster and better. So here's the idea. When we offer help to others, we're free and we should do it for love and just because. That's fabulous and good. But creating a business is also fabulous and good. And there are 2 reasons for that. One is it helps us make a living serving with our gifts. That means we can do more of it and do it in a bigger way. So if I didn't publish books, the number of people I could help with the results equation would be a small number. If I publish a book and put it on Amazon and teach seminars and create products, I can help a lot more people, but all of that involves some movement of energy. The second and most important reason money is important in this growth process, even spiritual and personal growth and all the rest, is because until we lay down cash, we're often not very committed. We're not really committed to doing something. You know how it is when someone gives you some free advice. Maybe you take it, maybe you don't. If you paid a lot of money for that advice, you consider it a lot more seriously, right? That's just the way things work, and that's okay. So your ideas, your talents, your gifts, your heart, your love, exploring how to discover your talents and then turn them into a business is not only a good idea, but it will allow you to do more than you could ever do if you just try to do it for free. So developing a business or a product or a service or writing a book or creating a course or teaching something is a fabulous way to discover, refine, and develop your gifts. So today, I'm inviting you as this year winds down, last week of the year, week 52, right? To explore. Do you know your gifts? Are you using them to serve? Discover them. Let's go on a voyage of discovery. Now, here's 3 requests that I have. If you're already just knowing your gifts and serving like crazy, I love to know more people. So please reach out to me and let's talk. I have several things I'd like to talk to you about and some opportunities. Number 2, if you're struggling and don't know what your gifts are or don't have the courage or organization to develop them in a way that is good, I'd love to chat because that's the mission I'm on is to help 50 million people discover and serve with their gifts. Number 3, 50 million is a big number. If you want to help me, I'd love to chat because I need the help. I want to end this today by expressing my confidence, appreciation, and love for you, every single person that is on a mission to discover and serve with their gifts. I love you. I'm grateful for every single good thing that you're doing. And I'd love to talk some more. Guess what? This is all I got today, and I'll see you tomorrow on the road to 50 million.